Guys, what's going on? I'm Skylight, and today I'm going to show you how to play Dungeon Souls. It's going to be kind of like a review, sort of. Like, if you want to play the game, this is a good way to check out what it's all about, especially if you guys are fans of the roguelite of genre here, okay? So I'm going to explain some of the sort of kavats of the game, some of the interesting mechanics, and just kind of do a little tutorial. I'm no master at the game. I don't know all the super in-depth, amazing mechanics that you kind of need to actually beat the game, but I do know some things, so we're going to try to explain it. And firstly, I do want to say that this game is very hard, and it's also in early access, so maybe some things are going to be balanced, retooled, whatever, but I'm going to give you my opinion on some of the aspects of the game right here, right in the start menu, okay? So, the different difficulties. Easy is really easy. I think what you want to do is you want to play easy on classes that you're not used to playing, so if you normally just go around as the barbarian, well, I mean, that's cool, but it's just totally face roll on easy. Like, you'd probably beat the game 11 times in a row with a barbarian without really trying. But saying that, some of these classes really, like, they're not made equal. You know, like, it's not balanced like that. These classes are very difficult, and I'm sure that they're stronger in certain circumstances, depending on what kind of power-ups you choose, how you go about the game. But for the most part, yeah, like the Barbarian is the easy class. That's kind of how it is. The Thief is harder. Archer is a little bit harder too. Warrior is definitely like the actual difficult Barbarian. The Cleric is, I don't really know what the Cleric is, man. He's just weird, and that's why you actually get him by beating the game, and I still fucking haven't gotten Merlin. He is so damn hard to get. But these different classes, they're not made equal. Like, if you play the Nightblade is, like, one of the weirdest classes on here. I really don't even know where to classify him as, but he's definitely a skill class. So just keep that in mind. These different classes, even though they, like, you might think that it's a really cool aesthetic, basically, Barbarian's easy. Even if you don't like playing as the Barbarian, if you want to play a ranged class, Barbarian's pretty much the way to go. And I'm going to explain why he is so OP. We're actually going to pick him here. We're going to play on easy just so I can explain the game for you. And I'll show you why. I'll show you why. So let's get into the game. So we're going to revive here. Okay, so we have an auto attack, which we have unlocked already. We can upgrade it, and every so often we can level up. So we're going to level up our Shout of Rage. This is what's really strong on him. So you have 2 abilities every class, and then you can also level up. You can also level up your potion, too, so it heals more. Oh, I was going to show you right there. Anyway, so we're just killing these guys. You got to go find these glyphs, okay? So you see right here, it says 1 out of 4. These glyphs. You have to activate the glyphs, and then it spawns a bunch of enemies. Fun fact, you don't actually have to kill the enemies. So if you want to, you could probably just go as a thief, just activate invisible out, and just kind of do that, but I don't know why you'd want to do that, maybe. Okay, so when you activate all 4 glyphs, you're able to progress through the dungeon. Actually, right here's a good spot to show you what I mean. Melee attacks can actually block projectiles, so let's try to do that, if it's going to shoot again. Probably not. Alright, so when this thing shoots again, we're trying to... See? We destroyed it. So when we activate our attack speed, we essentially have a shield. You see this? Like, we essentially become invincible. Essentially. Very few things are not blocked by this. Like ground-targeted spells. I think the Skeleton King might be the only person. Or lasers. But there's, like, 2 mobs that shoot lasers. So, yeah, there we go. And we're picking up these coins. These coins get added to our cash, and we can purchase things. So let's go try to find the shop real soon here. So we got 3 of the 4 glyphs activated. Now, when you get all 4, not only do you progress to the next level, but at the opening of the 4, a Redeemer comes. The Redeemer is something that will slowly suck your life out, and it forces you to go to the next stage. So you can't just sit here and farm and farm and farm all day to make the game easier. It ain't no Dark Souls. And there's traps. Activate this, attack these dudes. Now, you can see at the bottom right, we have a stat point. What we can do is we can choose what stats to upgrade. So, yeah. Also, as you can see, monsters randomly spawn. There's also these chests. You get keys for these. So the shop works like this. Okay, you just press space. You go up to something, and we want Cannonball because it gives a 50% chance on attack. And since we attack so much, it's going to happen so much. So we want Cannonball. As you progress through, you're going to get higher tier levels of these. But they cost more money, though. Okay, so if we activate this, the Redeemer's going to come. So we're just going to go damage, because we have really good defense. Okay. Attack, attack, attack. And basically, we're not even going to get Thunder Axe. Like, Shout of Rage is just pretty OP. If you actually watch my gameplay where I go to beat the game, I play as Barbarian, and I just max Shadow Rage and damage. That's pretty much all I do. And we got another stat point, and we're just going to put that in the damage arena. And I'm going to wait a little bit so that we can see the Redeemer, so that you guys can know what he does. It's not like he's going to insta-gib you, but later on it can get pretty scary. And when you first, when you first see him, it's pretty scary. But one thing to remember is that even though he looks ghostly, like an apparition, like a specter, he is physical. Like, he can body block you, and that kind of sucks, yeah. So we gotta just find the Redeemer. He kind of just, like, wanders around. There he is, see? And he's sucking my life away. And you can kind of move away, and he sits there for a little bit, and then he'll chase you. So you can grind for a little bit. Let's see, empty shelf. Okay, so guys, if you see this empty shelf, every once in a while, it'll say, it'll be full, and you could press space, and you could go into a secret level. Just saying, just a little quick tip there, my friends. Also, when you destroy the terrain, these little objects, you get some coins. Sometimes maybe they drop items. Unsure about that. There are normal chests, though. There are brown chests. You can get the brown chests without a key. So we got a lot of money. We're on easy. Easy is pretty face roll. At least for the Barbarian class. But you still can die, like, very much. Okay, we got a golden key. We can almost afford that. So let's actually, yeah, let's go get that. See, there's a brown chest over there. Let's get this. You just walk up to it, press space. Now I have auto item pickup, so if an item just dropped there, I did not even see it. Got the golden key. You pretty much, if you can afford a key, you want to get the key. Because chests can drop, like, multiple items, and they drop really good things. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, definitely worth getting them. Okay, so we're going to keep moving, and I'm going to show you the bosses. Now, the bosses are really terribly difficult. They're the hardest part about this game, pretty much. For the most part. There's definitely a skill level to the game, learning each like, the classes, the characters, and then learning to fight some of these monsters. But, God, dude, the bosses are fucking unfair. Holy shit. Alright, so we got a stat point. Here's the dude, Minotaurs are crazy. Actually, that's something I should mention. Okay, so there are ranged attacks, right? But your melee is actually a ranged attack. It's an AoE ranged cleave. And some characters have a longer range on their AoE. See, he's kind of close range. Uh-oh. So, like, you can actually be kind of far away. So the Minotaur, you can actually hit the Minotaur without getting close to him. Just saying, guys. It's just something important to know. Because if you try to get right next to something and then attack, you're always going to get hit, pretty much. So here's the exit. We might have missed a gold. No, there's no gold. Okay, so we're going to go damage. We're going to wait for the cooldown, because when you go through the portals, the cooldown still persists. Alright, so ready? We're going to fight the first boss, and we're just going to stomp him. We're going to activate our shout, and we're just going to go ham. See, we're still getting kind of hit from those ground-targeted abilities, but there we go. Just smash that guy to smithereens. And look at all these items. He drops a little chest. All bosses do. And then you move on. That was a Skeleton King. Okay, we get some stuffs. Get some stuffs. These different power-ups, let's see. You can actually check them right here. I have HP regen. I don't have any lifesteal, which I really want. I have some critical chance. That's actually from my passives, because you can level up your characters outside of the game, sort of. Anyway, so next level, and then this is the sewers. Sewers are a bitch. You can get poisoned. You have these very mobile creatures. It's a bit ridiculous. Those things fucking shoot hard ass. Like, if something shoots arrows, arrows hurt, dude. Arrows hurt more than, like, almost anything. Hurt so bad. And in my opinion, they're harder to actually hit away. So this is the exit. If you find this right here, this is where the exit's gonna be. Okay? Try to destroy turrets. Those turrets are important. Okay, let's look at the shop here. Let's go kill this bug, and we have books. Okay, so we have healer's books. The books I found almost are always really good early. If you can get a book, they're fucking fantastic. This is gonna only give me +8 health, and I don't really care about that. So I'll get the thorn mail since I'm really up close and personal anyways. This is another silver box. We haven't found another gold box. Oh yeah, so you notice that some of the health bars on some of these creatures are different colored. Those are different tiers. So like it's like more health, stronger. And sometimes it like modifies their abilities. So like a blue might shoot 3 projectiles. Okay, so let's go through here. Some monsters, like, they're kind of aware of you and they'll like move towards you. Some are a little bit more random than others, it seems. Like if you go around a corner, sometimes they'll try to follow and sometimes they'll just forget about you. So you need to take advantage of that. Like if you're a ranged person and you're in an enclosed area, you might want to activate the glyph and then walk out and then shoot from the corner. And see, these guys, they're aware of me, even though I didn't come around the corner yet. And there's the Redeemer, so we need to actually leave. And I walked right into the Redeemer. And I forgot where the entrance is, even though I said everyone, hey, this is where the entrance is going to be. Okay. 2 is level 2. As you can see, I'm still the cooldown. I wish going between dungeons you have reset your cooldown. That could be pretty cool. Kill these things. Now, the tracking on some of these monsters are pretty good. So you need to like actively try to dodge. You can't just be moving. Okay, so we can't afford anything, so we can grind a little bit. Yeah, as long as you don't have all the 4 glyphs, the Redeemer's not going to come. You're not time slotted. Still haven't found a golden chest. This always happens to me. Like, whenever I need a key for that chest, I can never find that particular chest. Now, I don't know if there's any other secret levels or anything like that. Like, there's Merlin's secret library. I don't know if there's anything else. There might be. And there might be more added. You know, it's early access. So we're just killing these things. You know, honestly, I don't even know what this fairy does. I just know that I think the further you progress in the game and the more you play it, the bigger this fairy gets. I freaking really don't even know what this does. Guess it's a cute little light source. I don't know. Yeah, and sometimes I forget where to go. There is an item called a compass, though, that can help you. And those are spikes, by the way. The thing I just stepped on, yeah, because I'm dumb. That's a spike. Kill these things, get some gold, Reno. Alright, can we afford anything? We want the on-hit, but that's too expensive. All that is too expensive, that's fine. It's not like you lose gold in between different layers of the dungeon, right? So you can save it for another layer. We do have a boss fight coming up, though, guys. So I'm going to show you the slime boss. This guy is pretty crazy. Oh, yeah, one important thing to remember is that when he dies, he actually spawns slimes. So, yeah. We are going to wait for our Q to be off cooldown, and then we'll go in. 3, 2, 1. And potions have cooldowns. You can't just spam potions. So if you get hurt... Oh, we're going to get this. We're going to activate whatever's in there. There we go. We picked up some items. We're doing a lot of damage now that whatever we picked up was intense. There's normally chests in boss levels. So we're not actually going to finish them until I can pick up something. Oh, yeah, we're poisoned. The poison will kill you. Like, seriously, the poison is intense. Alright, I wanted this because when he dies, he spawns these freaking slimes. So I just wanted to insta-skip those. There we go. Okay, so we're picking up this. We're picking up some books. Sorry, I have auto item pickup, so you can't see exactly what they do. So maybe when you're starting the game, you might want to turn that off so you can see exactly what the items do. But you can, you know, see what you got here. Like, you can't see everything, though. You can't see, like, the different, like, crit chances and stuff. Because right here I have this normal crit chance, but then you have, like, a 50% chance to do a critical strike. Like, the bear claw. It's not a technical crit chance, because it just, I don't know. Whatever, you can't see that yet. Kinda wish there was a menu to actually see your items. There might be, and I'm just dumb, but whatever. We got a stat point, go damage. Anyway, so, we move on. This is the ice level. We got some fucking rolling yetis, dude. These things are killer. You might want to try to pick up a weapon that can give you speed boost. Or, like, speed boost on crit. So yeah, that's pretty harsh on the barbarian here. Still just leveling up our Shout of Rage. And for the most part, I think you guys are understanding the game, right? You gotta find the glyphs, kill the monsters, grind to level up. Try not to die, try to save as many potions as you can. Now, I want to say it's really important to have some sort of health sustain. Because when you're fighting these bosses, and when you get into these large groups of monsters, like, what's defending you, really? Like, if your cooldowns are down, you die so fast in this game. Oh my god, we got a silver key, nice. Okay, so we don't want Magnet, we don't care about the Archer's Book, that's for accuracy, but like, we don't need accuracy, because we just fucking go ham. So, I mean, we can get some defense, I guess? We can grind up a little bit for the defense. Found the exit. The exit is over here. I hate it when the exit's like in a corner somewhere. Makes it hard to get back to. The Redeemer might kill us. I have died to the Redeemer one time. He did body block me. So yeah, as you can see, these different creatures have different biomes, these different dungeon levels. The thing is, though, is that when you beat the game, when you beat the final boss, it is in the next dungeon up. When you beat him, and you like restart the game, basically, the monsters start spawning, you know, in places that they're normally not supposed to be. They'll go to the sewers, they'll go to the dark dungeons. It's yeah. Anyways, we can go to the shop here. We're gonna get this shield here. Wasn't there a chest somewhere? I figured there was a chest. You know, there probably isn't. There's the Redeemer. Let's get you out of here. Press space, go into the next area. So yeah, the silver chests aren't as good as the gold chest, I believe. It would make sense like that, right? I don't know. You barely ever get keys in this game. I'm freaking lucky that I found multiples this round. There's a silver. Open it up and we got some stuff. That's all I know. Auto items. I think it would be pretty cool if they, like, told you what item you picked up automatically. Like, kind of just flashed it in the bottom left or something. That'd be pretty sweet. Anyways, we activated that. We're going to go down. Pretty easy stuff here. The game really isn't that long. When I beat it, the next dungeon, I will quit the video. Okay? And then you guys would have seen the game and kind of figured out how to play just a little bit. Get the glyphs. Lasers are freaking insane. So on harder difficulties, they spawn not just stronger monsters, but they spawn more monsters. So the game really comes to life on normal, and especially on the insane difficulty. Here's the bear claw. See, this is a 50% chance to scratch enemy on hit that deals 50% damage. See, it's not technically a crit, but it's kind of a crit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Plus 5 damage is really strong right now. It's the earlier you get these books, the stronger. But bear's claw is pretty alright too. Actually, which one's cheaper? We'll get whichever one is cheaper. We'll get the book. 400. This is the final glyph. We probably won't even get enough gold to buy it. The longer you're in a dungeon, the stronger monsters spawn. And more often. So you can grind up. It might go based on glyphs rather than time spent in the dungeon. So we almost have enough. Let's kill these things. Yep, that gave us enough. Let's go buy the bear claw and fight the ice dude. I'm at the book. And wait, where's the exit? The exit's over somewhere. Over somewhere. I always forget it. I really do. It's something that's really important though. Alright, this guy is pretty face roll for the barbarian as well. Actually, just everything's face roll. Like, just do the damages. And picked up a bunch of potions. Here's another crit type weapon. Here's a healing item. And that's pretty... I'm sorry. I wanted to show you the mechanics of some of the bosses, but this is truly how easy it is with the barbarian. But whenever you're playing the warrior, since you can't attack as often, you have to kind of calculate. You have to attack and actually actively try to destroy the projectiles. But the barbarian is the easy class. So I think, you know, for everyone's first time playing, play the barbarian. Kind of get used to it. You're going to die a couple times, maybe. You know, get used to the game because the difference between easy and normal is ridiculous. Like, okay, normal difficulty was definitely Dark Soulsian level difficulty. It's pretty hard. So as you can see, the gold count just went way up for these items. Yeah, these are the items that maybe you could save through the whole game. Like, don't buy any items. Just wait for the final dungeon and buy one of those items. They're pretty high tier. I think that's something viable that you could do if you want to do that. But if you know that your character is a little bit weaker early on, like the Nightblade, and you need some items to help you actually get through that, then you're going to want to, well, buy those items so that you can actually get through the game. Freaking lasers. And they do a lot of damage, too. There we go. Now, if you kill this final boss on normal mode, if you kill him on the final boss on normal mode, then you unlock the Cleric. The Cleric is a pretty cool character. I have a video on him if you guys want to go check that out, too. And you can unlock different characters by, like, finding certain items or destroying a certain boss. And there probably will be additional characters added into the game later on. Probably. I think so. As you play the game as well, you kind of get, like, stronger. Like, you get more gold, and as you accrue these, like, different abilities, there gets to a point where you essentially become invincible. Like, the game doesn't get harder and harder and harder. It gets harder, and then once you get a certain combination of abilities, it starts to become face roll and easier and easier and easier. Certain potions, guys. Okay, here's one clarification. You see how I do have potions? That's only healing potions. There are some potions where when you pick them up, it instantly heals you, which is going to be this one. Increase critical chance by 50% for 15 seconds. That happens automatically, so you can't save that and just use it for a boss. So, you know, that's just something to consider. Kind of would be cool if you could rotate out of some different potions. But you can't. I don't like any of those items anyways. So we'll just save our money for the playthrough. Oh my gosh, these flies, dude. Shoot flies? These things shoot these doom orbs. And on normal mode, I would be so dead right now. I'd be so dead right now. I'm actually getting hurt right now. Because of how many projectiles they are. And they shoot out at different speeds, so it makes it super hard to actually deflect them. Seriously. Okay, so we are in Cathedral 2. There are 3 stages to every dungeon. So this is the boss up here. So we're going to heal up a little bit. And we're going to go into the boss. We could probably just insta-give him. And then I'll show you what happens after you beat the boss. So we just kind of... His name is the Soul Guardian. He summons lots of knights and he does freaking AoE attacks. We kill him, we get the Soul Orb. And then this is what happens when you beat the game. It resets. However, it resets, and then see the items are really expensive still? Now all the monsters, see, we got slimes in level 1. And it starts spawning harder monsters. Now these levels are procedurally generated, guys. That's something that I probably should have mentioned. I just kind of assumed it, like you guys understood at first. It is procedurally generated. Now not only are the maps themselves procedurally generated, but the different monsters that are summoned in the glyphs kind of change depending on certain things. Like sometimes it'll be slimes, sometimes it'll be bats, sometimes it'll be skeletons. So yeah, there's a little bit of randomly stuff there, and I'm sure it's only going to get more random as the coder, the developer, puts in more stuff into the game. But see, we're also getting more gold too, so we can get plus movement speed or whatever. Fucking slimes are insane, dude. Those things will kill you. Don't trust them. We're 4 away, by the way, for that. But anyways, that's Dungeon Souls. I mean, that's a little tutorial. As you can see, there is aiming in the game, even for melee. And for ranged, it's like even more intense. When you die, everything resets. So I'm gonna show you here. We can quick restart, which is pretty cool. And so we go to the main menu. Okay. And so essentially, if we just beat it on normal difficulty, we would have unlocked the cleric. And I still fucking haven't gotten Merlin, but you got to go to the bookcase, go into Merlin's fucking library, and then kill Merlin, and he's crazy hard. But then you can unlock Merlin. I don't even know how I unlocked the Warrior. I don't know how I unlocked the Necromancer Nightblade. It just kind of happened, so I don't really remember. But one cool thing is that since you are going to be dying so much on this game, I know I played on easy, but seriously, when you play on normal, you will be dying. You will not beat this game. It'll take you a while. I promise you. It took me forever. But when you play on random and you keep dying over and over again, when you hit quick restart, which instantly revives you, you also revive as a random class, which I think is pretty cool. I think it makes making videos at least pretty easy. Also, we got these little silvers, so I got the furthest as Barbarian. See rank here, I got 2 stars. And we can upgrade passives. See, we passively, as we play the game, collect some coins, and you can upgrade your abilities. And this works, the passives right here, work for all the characters. So all my characters have now 16% increased crit chance. So as you play, the game gets a little bit easier. But, I mean, just a little bit. It's still freaking ridiculous. So if you guys want to see, like, look at this. They have... On easy, 50% HP, 50% damage, but you also get 50% experience gain. That way it's a little bit balanced. Slightly, not really. 100% HP and 100% damage, seriously, you could just go back and watch my videos. All of them are on normal, and you'll just see me dying so many times. Like, a single video has about 3 deaths. Like, seriously, I only just now beat the game to get the cleric. And, I don't know, I've got how many hours on this game? A lot of hours. So, it's definitely Dark Soulsian level difficulty. The only saving grace to the difficulty is that it's short, so it's either you're gonna roll through it, or you're stumped. And there is some RNG in the game, so sometimes you're just gonna have bad runs. But that's kind of like the point of everything, you know? It's just the randomness is like the fun part. It's fun to watch, it's fun to play, just to see what you get. But yeah, Barbarian, super easy. Thief is definitely one of the cooler classes. But if you want the weirdest class, it's got to be Nightblade, dude. That dude is so weird. He's called Nightblade. He doesn't even have a technical blade. He's got a hammer and a chakram. Yeah, he's a stance dancer, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, try out the different classes, have fun, but don't think that you're shit, that you're bad, if you're not winning or beating the game with, like, Necromancer or with Nightblade. It's fine. The game is meant to be hard, and it's meant to be stupid hard. That's what it's meant to be. Okay, that's like the novelty of it. Okay, so that's my little tutorial how to play Dungeon Souls. It's a fun game, but it is stupid hard. Okay, so hopefully you won't be as stupid or think you're stupid when playing this game now. Thanks for watching. I'm Skylant Shore, and expect a lot of content like this in the future. Like and subscribe for that, and that'll make me a happy guy. Thanks for watching again, and see you guys later.